Hey guys, this is Rashid from Clumio. In today's video, let's talk about SQL Server running in VMware Cloud on AWS environment. As many of you guys know, the last decade had been the golden era for .NET applications. A lot of enterprises developed a ton of applications in the .NET framework using SQL Server as a backend. So it is not surprising that as these enterprises are migrating towards the cloud, they would like to explore options on how to extend the life of their existing investments. With the arrival of VMware Cloud on AWS, which is essentially running your traditional VMware environment at the convenience of AWS Cloud, has been a game changer. So with that in mind, let's take a look at how Clumio helps you in protecting your business critical data that is in your SQL Server catered towards applications and running in your VMC environment. Onboarding your VMC environment to Clumio is very easy. It is just a matter of signing up for a Clumio Cloud Services account and then deploying Clumio Cloud connectors, these little lightweight stateless virtual machines that you deploy in your VMC environment. So when it comes to SQL Server database protection, there are two needs for your enterprise applications. The first one is operational recovery readiness. If something happens to your backend database, whether it is due to a user error or a software glitch, you want to roll back your database to a previous point in time. So that is operational recovery, which is made possible in Clumio with a single policy. In the same policy, you can also configure for your extended retention needs. And in regulated industries, you are required to keep your database records long term for the purposes of serving the audits and e-discovery needs of tomorrow. So that is also made possible in the very same policy. In addition, the Clumio solution for your SQL Server is 100% always-on availability group aware, otherwise known as AAG aware application. So in your policy, you can tell the system whether to protect your availability groups from your passive copy or active copy. Within the passive copy, you can also tell the policy whether to pick the synchronous copy or asynchronous copy, depending on which region you want to back up your data from. You also have the option to decide what to do if the desired copy is unavailable. So as you start to protect your database using Clumio Enterprise Backup as a Service, you will start to see some of the benefits that you were never used to in the previous life when you were running SQL Server in data center. For example, the way Clumio protects your data is using these Clumio Cloud connectors, which are essentially offers backup systems. What that means is heavy workloads such as data deduplication, compression, encryption, they all happen away from your production system's CPU and memory. In this era of increased ransomware attacks, organizations are starting to worry a lot more about not only protecting your production databases, but also its backups. After all, backup is the last line of defense when it comes to dealing with ransomware. In the traditional world, since backups tend to coexist with your on-prem infrastructure, it is always a worrisome proposal. With Clumio Backup as a Service, your backups are always air-gapped away from your production. That means we are responsible to protect your backups while you are responsible to protect your production environment. So in an unfortunate event that your account is compromised or a ransomware got in, rest assured that your backups are safe and ready for you to recover. Another benefit of using Clumio for your SQL Server backup on VMC is that the backups are liberated from your front-end infrastructure. We are protecting data as data, not as part of an infrastructure. So when you need to restore the data in future, in an alternate platform, maybe it is Amazon EC2, maybe it is Azure VM, you could do that from Clumio backups because the backups are not tied to your production VMC infrastructure. Running .NET applications and the backend SQL Server in VMC is a boon for enterprises looking to extend the life of their investments of the last decade. While doing so, by protecting using Clumio Backup as a service, you have liberated your data from the infrastructure and you can redeploy those data as needed for your net new applications. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you again in another one pretty soon.